Hey there, it's Bill DeWeese, and welcome to Day 1, Tip 1. This is the very first installment of my 5 Tips in 5 Days series. And my tip today is this: how to create separation of characters in audiobooks. Now, there's a misconception among many that when voicing a character in an audiobook, the job is to create somebody that sounds nothing like you. Almost as if you are doing cartoon characters for a cartoon-type program, where it's indistinguishable, for the most part, from your own voice. And really nothing could be further from the truth. When you are recording fiction as an audiobook narrator, remember this: the key to characters is creating separation of characters. For instance, if you are a man, such as myself, nobody would expect me to actually sound like a woman in an audiobook. Nobody would expect me to sound like a 7-year-old boy in an audiobook. But what is important is that I can create enough of a separation of characters that people can identify who that character is. And it might be, a part of that identification might be through age. So for instance, if I was doing a young boy, I might pitch my voice up like this, so I would sound a little younger and maybe a little less secure about who I am and what I'm doing. So I would uptalk a little bit more than usual. So this for me would be a younger boy voice. Or let's say I'm doing a female. Perhaps my voice I would pitch up as well, but have a little more of a mature and confident sound to my voice. If I wanted to sound older, I might speak with a shallower breath and perhaps a little slower. If I'm keying in on maybe an attitude or a personality trait of a character, perhaps somebody who is a bit angry and terse and abrasive, I might use short, quick sentences and be very direct in what I have to say. And I would inflect less and be very direct, because I'm saying it with attitude, and I'm not trying to make you happy or please you when I'm saying it. If I'm somebody that's just happy-go-lucky, I might speak with more inflection and actually physically smile more. I mean, there's tens of thousands of variations that you can use. But the key is this: when narrating fiction, remember, you don't have to create somebody that's completely unidentifiable as you. Nobody expects that. All the listener wants is for you to be able to draw a picture in their mind so that they can differentiate one character from another. And also, as a side tip, let me suggest this: that when you begin the project, that you create a reference audio file for every character of that voice and that delivery, so that when little Bobby that you voiced in Chapter 1 comes up again in Chapter 43, you can reference your file so that you remember exactly how you voiced little Bobby. Will make it much easier for you. And by the way, this tip is just one of many, many, many things that is covered in my program that I'm offering during my Black Friday sale, which is coming up actually midnight Thanksgiving night, 12 a.m. Friday morning. And you can check it all out, all the details at VOBlackFridaySale.com. But again, you won't have access to actually purchase this. And by the way, it's going to be at a very, very deep discount until midnight Thanksgiving evening. But check it out in the meantime, VOBlackFridaySale.com. Hey, make sure you're watching your inbox tomorrow, or subscribe to the YouTube channel so that you have access to the video. Tomorrow, I will be releasing my second tip on Day 2 of my 5 Days, 5 Power VO Tips. Thanks for checking it out.